gonna talk to you guys about leaving a legacy. I know most every parent, well, I'm gonna say all parents, would like to leave their kids a better life than they had. That's our prayers that once we leave Earth, we leave our kids here with something better than what we had. And I know that's a hard thing to to swallow, to even think about at times. But every parent want that in their child. And there's also parents out there that's trying to live their life, to the fullest, and let their kids be and set an example for their kids, while they're on Earth, and hopefully their kids gravitate to what they're doing and just start listening and learning from their parents. So we do want to try our best and live our best so our kids could have better once we're gone. The reason I say that is kids are always watching. Young adults are always watching. I don't have any kids, young kids. They're young men now, and they're always watching. Just because they're not kids anymore, they still are watching you. So I remember buying a Canon TTY about a year and a half ago, and I learned a little bit about cameras and stuff, photography, what have you. And I had this camera for like a year. So I think about 6 months ago, back in March, I upgraded to a Canon M50. And my son said he wanted to buy my Canon TTY. Well, he said he might have asked me could I have it, but I didn't give it to him. I sold it to him. I know you guys gonna be saying, why you didn't give it to him? Because I didn't want to give him. First of all, I didn't want to give up the camera, but I didn't want to give it to him for him to just let it collect dust. So I said, if I'm gonna give it to him, he's gonna pay me for it, and maybe that'll give him some type of incentive to use it or whatever. But I didn't just want to give him that camera and let it sit up and collect dust. So so he had that camera. He used it one time. He told me about it, and then I'm using my Canon M50, the one I'm recording on right now. And I say about 3 weeks ago, him and some friends and I guess associates went out to the lake, and he took pictures with that camera. And they actually paid him. And he told me they paid him $50, and he told me that's the easiest money he's ever made. So I was like, wow, I was proud. I said, man, he actually used that camera. He made half his money back that he bought it from me. He made that half of that money back. So that night I was thinking, I was like, wow, your kids are really watching, man. They study you, and especially if there's any type of way that you could, bring in income and monetize your skills or whatever you learn. Your kids are watching. So it was ironic that he actually made money off of photography before I have. And I'd had a Canon 20D like years ago, probably back in 2015, 16, years ago. And he still made money before I did. And I say that to say this. When we're talking about leaving legacies, sometimes it's not intentional. Sometimes it just could be something that you're doing and you don't even think your kids are taking notice of. But they're watching you. They're watching you. So whatever you do to achieve your goals and hopefully leave in their footsteps, they may not seem like they're paying attention at the time, but they're watching now. They may not be all inclusive into it like you, but they're actually watching what you're doing. And that just made me feel good, because as my journey continues to try to be an entrepreneur, I know he will be watching, and he will be trying to imitate the moves that I make in life, and that's all you ask for your kids. You just want them to take up whatever task or whatever job or whatever business that whatever company you're building, and just make it better. So, in a sense, when he bought the camera and made more money off of it than I made off the cameras that I had over these years, that's what you want your kids to do. You want to leave them something so they could build on it and make it better than what you made it. And that's all about leaving a legacy. Thank you.